Hello, my Saggy friends. Welcome. This will be a general monthly reading for Sagittarius for the month of November 2019. Of course, dates are flexible, so this may resonate with you whenever you view it, or it may not resonate at all since it is a general reading. So take anything that does resonate and leave the rest behind. So let's get some cards for you, Saggy. So depending on the messages that we get, this could be related to one particular situation in the month. It could be related to one day in the month, one week, or it could be like overall for the month. So let's see, that's okay. Let's get, I'm going to have to shift these. Let's get some more cards, Saggy. And of course, I will go over these with you as we go. So can we get some more cards for Sagittarius, November 2019? Sagittarius. Oh, almost went on the floor there. Okay. Oops, now I'm dropping cards all over the place. Okay, oops. And these all just fell out together. And, oops. Okay, a bunch of these just came out together, so I didn't want to exclude them. Okay, all right, let's take a look, Sagittarius, here. I have a little bit of a limited camera angle here with my computer, but let's get started here. Okay, Sagittarius, so your situation, I'm going to stick this card up there for now so you can see the card underneath. So your situation, Two of Wands, really fabulous, looking for inspiration, I feel like looking to get out there in the world, maybe looking to put something out there in the world, trying to feel inspired about it, or you are feeling inspired about it. And you know, I love this card because it's as if you're looking at your own small world and then looking out at the world at large and kind of like looking for your place in it, if that makes sense. So now your challenge, okay, crossing that Two of Wands, we have the Devil. Now, this makes a lot of sense. When you are looking for your place in the world is really the expression that came to my head. When you're looking for your place in the world, when you're looking at what you should be doing next, as you're looking toward maybe a new journey or a new direction, old habits can get in the way, right? We as much progress as we make, as much expansion as we make in our lifetime, we often go back to our defaults, our conditioning. So your challenge is really just leaving those old thought habits behind, leaving those old ways of being behind. Like you've expanded behind it, but that's your challenge. And that's actually a very logical challenge. That really makes a lot of sense. So in your recent past, really fabulous. You've had some sort of, for some of you, it may have even been what you might call like a gift from the universe. It will vary for each of you what that is. I mean, for some of you, it could be a love, a relationship of some sort, even a deep friendship of some sort. But for some of you, it could have been like a spiritual, I feel like a spiritual enlightenment, or advancement, expansion, spiritual expansion. Um, for others, it could have even been like a job or money. Okay, obviously that will vary for each of you, but you've something you in the recent past you have received some sort of, I don't know, something that made you happy, something that made you feel good. Now, in the short term future, short term outcome, we have temperance reversed. Okay, so here is where the slipping back into the old thought habits comes in, right? Temperance reversed is really, I feel it's you not believing in the universe, not allowing, not living the expansion that you've made. And again, Saggy, this is like normal stuff, right? We expand, we gain deeper understanding of just the entire universe, the way things work, who we are, who everyone is, how we're connected. We make these strides, and we begin to learn to trust in the universe, that everything is unfolding to your advantage, even when it doesn't look like it is. That our vibration matters, our frequency matters. Law of attraction is real. That whatever vibration we're putting out there, we're attracting the equivalent of that back to us, that all that kind of stuff. But with temperance reversed, it's again slipping back into the old thought habits here, right? That 2 steps forward, 1 step back situation, where yes, you've made strides, but sometimes those old habits creep in again. So that's really like a normal part of the progress here. I mean, you can't make advancement without having some contrast, right? And I don't feel like this is tremendous contrast. I just think it's just makes sense with the devil card there. So your desired outcome again is the inspiration, is the spark, the new path. Another gift from the universe, so to speak, right? You want to grab that wand and run with it. You want something fresh. You want something new. Maybe just like a totally different direction. Okay, this is what you desire with this Ace of Wands. I love that energy, and your desire is in a great place. Now, subconsciously here, I think you're letting a past, or maybe even more than one past betrayal get in the way. Someone may have stabbed you in the back, so to speak, or some negative or sad ending is weighing on you, and you may not even realize that this is coming into play. But again, that does go back to your challenge card, right? The challenge to your new journey into the world, the challenge to what you desire, that fresh start, that new journey. The challenge is the old, it's the old thought habits, the old habits or ways of it may, for some of you, it may not even be thoughts. It may be the way you go through your day, right? If you're always going, driving to work, for example, in traffic, and you're always yelling at people and getting mad at people and letting it stress you out, right? That's more than just a thought habit. That's a habit. That's a habit. And if you have negative expectations about people on the road, that's what you're going to get. The universe is going to match you up with those people, right? So that's an example of like old habits that aren't serving you anymore. So it's not just what you think. It's not just what you believe. It's also how you operate through the day, right? Okay. So in your advice position here, we have the 5 of Pentacles reversed. So the universe is encouraging you to leave behind all those false feelings of lack, false feelings of being alone, false feelings of like just being left out, that things aren't working out for you, that you don't have enough resources, that you don't have enough money. Again, old thought habits, we just perpetuate them when we stick with those old beliefs, or we step back into those old beliefs. All we do is perpetuate them, encourage them, attract more of the same. So the universe wants you to leave this behind. This is part of that old stuff there. Okay? I guess I can put this card back down here. And your external influence, the 5 of Cups reversed. Now, this is an external influence. So I feel that for most of you, if not all of you, this is someone around you who is maybe pessimistic or a non-believer. A lot of us on our spiritual journeys will have people close to us who are naysayers, who haven't tapped into that yet, or in this particular, human experience, that's not the path for them. That's not what they came here for. Whatever the reason, we do have naysayers. So there could be someone in your vicinity who kind of puts a damper on things, who kind of, again, also this is cups, so water. So I feel like I didn't say that by accident. It's kind of like watering down your fire, Saggy. I feel like someone is around you is watering down your fire. Okay, so now your hopes and fears position here. This is really a hope, and I think it's a good one. You're hoping to be able to focus. Focus is a big deal when you are trying to get over the bad habits that you have. You want to be able to focus on the new. You want to be able to focus on the new possibilities. Focus on making your new understanding part of your true deep knowing, so that you don't step back out of it so often, so that you can make it part of your just daily way of being here. So this is really about you being able to focus. For some of you, it's you being able to focus on maybe a new work, new position, a new way of making money. But for some of you in general, this is more of a spiritual focus, being able to focus on what it is that you want, so that you can manifest it, so that you can attract it. Okay, so as here we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Now, a bunch of cards jumped out together. So I feel as though this one being the first one it's the most important. I'll address these, but really I feel like this is the most important one. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. Really what I'm feeling here is that things are going your way. That Wheel of Fortune energy is there for you, but it's slow. It's a slow momentum, okay? It could be moving faster. It could turn upright. But here's where, you can really see where your focus on lack, your focus of maybe even feeling left out or alone, or and again, if someone close to you is a naysayer and pouring water on your fire, Saggy, it could be this could indicate a water sign. It could just be someone around you who's a naysayer, but it literally could be a water sign, right? It could be a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. But here's where the advice: let this go. If you let this go, then you can gain faster momentum towards what you desire. It's just really that you're slowing things down with the old thought habits, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's all part of the human experience. Again, you need the downs so you can appreciate the ups. If everything was perfect all the time, I have to remind myself of this all the time, because sometimes I'm thinking, what did I do wrong? And then I have to remind myself, wait a minute, no, this is just either a reflection of my being sloppy with my vibration, or this is just a step on the path towards something I want. But there, you just have to remember that if you didn't have contrast, if you didn't have the downs, you wouldn't be able to appreciate the ups. You need some quote unquote bad. They don't need to be really bad, but you need kind of the somewhat negative experiences so that you can appreciate and recognize the positive. And you also need those experiences so you can expand, right? Now, I love the card that came out underneath that. The Queen of Wands. Male or female, it doesn't matter. This is you, Saggy, sitting pretty on your throne. Other people seeing you as attractive. You're feeling attractive. You are, I don't know, outgoing and feisty and feeling in alignment here. So this is your long-term outcome here. Things might move slowly, but this is you on top of things. I love that, Saggy. So behind that also we had the Fool, which is also another great energy of just feeling optimistic. I feel like it's like a childlike wonder, going out in the world with that childlike wonder, feeling inspired and optimistic, and knowing that, you know, the world is your oyster, so to speak, that expression, right? And that, you know, anything, you can have anything, you can be, do, or have anything, and anything can go your way. And then beyond that, we have the Chariot reversed. So I feel like this is indicating one of those times where things will slow down again, where you need, it's kind of that, you know, we made our 2 steps forward, now we're making, you might have even made 20 steps forward, and now we're making our 1 step back again, where, okay, things are going to slow down for me. Things maybe might feel, I don't want to say out of control, that could be a little extreme, but it's again, like you see like the progression to kind of like the new cycle starting again, Sagittarius. So really, all in all, you have a lot of good messages here. You have a lot of good focus, and these cards are just here as a guide, not as a predictor. So if you're watching this and you recognize yourself in this at all, Saggy, I think the reason you're watching this is because it's like a reminder. I always need spiritual reminders, right? My daughter and I discuss this all the time. Sometimes I feel like I'm repeating myself to her when I make observations and maybe give her some advice. But she says, no, you know, I feel like she's probably sick of hearing it. But she said, no, I need those reminders sometimes, right? So we need those reminders to get rid of these old habits, to recognize maybe the old habits creeping in. But you've got inspiration here, and like I would recommend letting go of the past. Again, remember the advice from the universe. Leave this lackful feeling behind. This is not reality. This is your mind, you know, your thoughts, almost like playing tricks on you. It's a wrong perception. This is not reality. You are a powerful, non-physical, eternal being who came here for expansion and joy. So every time you can remind yourself of that, you raise your vibration and things just go more smoothly for you, right? So we need these spiritual reminders. Okay, my Saggy friends, overall, I think this is really good. You can even make it better. Again, the cards are here as a guide, as like advice for you. So if you resonate with this at all, I love it. If you do not, you might want to check out the readings for your moon and or rising signs, because I have found once in a while that those resonate with me more than my sun sign readings. So Saggy, thank you so very much for being with me. I really hope you have a fabulous, fabulous month, and be on the lookout for my weekly readings.